Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man. It's Davis. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
It really is no mystery. And Race, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making his presence felt. He just has such great vision and contact balance. And, David, they are going to continue to give him the football until you prove you can stop.
Yeah, and so the defense is going to have to do something about it. And I know it's early, and that's just one run, but how much are they going to have to commit more people to the box? And they're just going to have to play physical and realize everybody's got a game tackle. This guy is good, man. And so I look forward to this defense trying to find some answers to stop this great running back.
Escapes the pressure going right. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. And the Volunteers are in the hurry up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Rushes on him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Bishop. Maybe a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Finds his big tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Sellers makes the grab. It's McAllister. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open. Period. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Sellers through the noise. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. First and 10. On the move. Maybe some room here. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Fuller. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. He might want another play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. quickly to the tight end. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down.
And I like easy, not complicated, quick little...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Matthews. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Swings it out to his running back. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the pressure. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And
guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Wait a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Hey, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
This quarterback part of their running game.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They'll give it to him again. noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, he missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Using his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Run in the red zone, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Might be changing the route. Here's Sellers to throw. Bring in the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, in the first half, they had a hard time trying to contain this quarterback because of his speed. But here we go in the second half now. They need things to start happening. And finally, they were able to get to him and bring him down for a sack. They're trailing in this game. You just get the feeling, guys, if they're going to come back and win, this defense is probably going to have to register a few more plays like that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Vols will hustle to the line.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Finds him out of the backfield. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. DB's right up on the receivers. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing Sellers. It's caught.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Clark. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Sellers. Moving out to the right. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. 15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here is the Tennessee offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. At the 45 on his way. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. And the Vols want to move quickly.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Cardinals will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Sellers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuggle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. This is a designed run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Sellers to throw. Now adjusting. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming. There's a crease. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Makes the catch. It's Foley.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's McCoy. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Might be looking to run. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Hand off Isaac Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 40. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down. And that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
Throwing Sellers. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because Defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Stop short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They'll move the tight end. Looking for a push on 4th down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Picks up the 1st down. Here's a little room there. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee in the... We'll start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Clark. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Sellers. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Calls his own number. Runs through a tackle. He gets just a few links away from that 1st down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Here's Sellers to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber in the Giants, Frank Gore in the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Dumps it to the back. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Keep it on the ground. And they swarm him under. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Looking to throw for it. He's got him in the flat. And he goes out of bounds after a pick up on that one.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man, knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
Off play action on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. Upstairs to make the catch. Open spaces. Running inside the 20. Just. They were looking for a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Brown running left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man. They went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Finding some room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Quarterback making checks. Throwing Sellers. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't get him to the ground. Desperately wanted to convert on down, but couldn't do it.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. On the draw, it's Fuller. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
He's got it again. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. QB draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On the move. Got a little grass. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The short hands, it's Foley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's brought down. A